thanks for joining us here. It's Trevor from Sunnyside. We're going to talk a little organic gardening today for a little bit. Hopefully give you guys some pointers on doing the right thing and going green. With all gardening, success always starts with soil. And if we have superior soil, we're going to have superior plants, whether we're doing it in the ground, whether we're planting in the pots. If we get the proper soil, we're going to have success with the plants. So I brought quite a few soils up here just as an example. Choosing the right one I think can sometimes be a little bit confusing, but if we look at some of the things I brought up here today, we have typical manures over here, chicken and cow. Those are composted, so they're not hot, they're not going to burn. Do I use that as potting soil? Never. Do I take a little bit of that, mix it into my holes, or top dress an area and incorporate it into the soil structure? Absolutely. So those are two great examples of traditional amendments that will offer some nutritional value as well as help build up the soil, particularly in the lawn, the vegetable garden, flower beds, really just about everywhere. We have what now recently, if you look behind me here, things like this Azalea Camellia acid mixture, or we have a specific rose soil as well. Those are kind of the new generation of organics where I can use that as an amendment in my planting holes if I'm planting roses in the ground, or if I choose to grow them in a container, I can simply fill my entire pot with that mixture, and that offers all the structure, the drainage, the nutrition, everything to get my roses off to a healthy start. So the acid mix is going to be for things like blueberries, which I grow in pots on my patio at home. That's my potting soil for blueberries. If I plant them on the ground, it's also my amendment. Like I mentioned, the rose, whether it's rose, your annuals, perennials, anything that blooms like that, again, that superior hybrid soil, we can use it as an amendment or as a straight planting mix as well. Now, every organic garden starts with compost, quality compost. We stock EB Stone Organics here. I think it's the best compost on the market. Bags, bales. We use this for seed cover. We use it mixing in planting holes. I use it for mulch a lot of times. We can use this for just about anything in the garden. This is something I always have a stack of bales behind the house ready to use. I was working on some vegetable gardens last weekend at my house, and that's exactly what I went to top dress my seeds, mix into the soil, give everything a kick. So compost is an excellent amendment. It's pH neutral, so not acidic, not alkaline, just nice and balanced, really easy to do. If you can see over on the right here, a few other bags from EB Stone. So the orange bag is what we call Soil Booster, and that's literally 80% compost, 20% composted chicken manure. So again, for organics, if I'm dressing up my vegetable garden, let's say you do raised beds, a plot in the ground, whatever the case may be, that's what I will tend to put on the soil surface every spring, turn it over, add my organic lime, my organic vegetable food. I'm ready to go to pop brand new seeds and kind of re-energize that soil with something like Soil Booster. Is compost the end of the world? No, we could do the same thing with that, but if you want a little extra kick, that Soil Booster makes a fabulous kind of rejuvenative organic soil amendment that we could add into those areas. You'll see Topsoil Plus. That's the one soil that's like our in-ground soil. So if I dig a hole, remove a shrub that I want to fill it back in before I plant something, these other things are probably a little too light, a little too used. This will be a little heavier with the sand. That Topsoil Plus is basically a pure bag of organic sandy loam. So a little compost added in there as well. But let's say I'm filling holes in my turf. Again, building up an area, filling out a hole where I had to remove a shrub or another plant to put something else in. That's what I would fill those holes with to use again as well. You'll see the last one there's Top Coat, and that's again a compost, all organic, like our planting compost, but it's been screened a couple more times. So particularly if you're maybe a little OCD like me with the lawn, that's a really fine compost that it's been sieved, it's got no wood in it, that I could use as a really light, like 1/8 of an inch seed cover in the lawn areas, or I could turn around and use it as mulch or in the ground as compost either way. So it's a great one though, particularly for seed cover. The last one here, we get in from Espoma Organics, and that's Land and Sea. We had a lot of customers ask for something that incorporated a little bit of the land, a little bit of the sea into an organic. amendment. This land and seed compost has got the best of both worlds. We've got lobster meal, crab meal, we've got the forest humus, we've got everything kind of blended into one. Again, not a potting mix, but something if I dug a large hole, wanted to amend my soil, really give things a kick, whether it's a shrub, a tree, the vegetables, all the above, that would be, again, a good suitable soil to go to. So you'll see with a lot of these soils, and frankly the fertilizers we'll talk about next, there's a couple different ways that things become organic. I think a lot of gardeners want to go organic, want to go green, especially when we're talking about the edible side of things, the vegetable garden, fruit trees, berries. Certainly for me, it's my turf. You know, I don't want my kids, pets, dogs, cats, wildlife, anything else getting poisoned because we do use synthetic chemicals a lot of times in those areas. So you'll see a lot of times the organic products either stamped OMRI, that's again approved government, the stamp that will consider it 100% organic, or even beyond that, you'll see on a lot of the EV Stone products, the CDFA, the California Department of Food and Agriculture, that's even the highest level, that's beyond OMRI. So you'll see again our soils, our fertilizers, a lot of those products stamped with those two labels that'll let you know you are indeed getting something that is 100% organic. You know, we could talk composting. There's a whole bunch of different subjects. You can probably find a little bit more information online as well. But I really hope you consider going green in your yard. It's very easy to do, and I'm hoping you kind of think about it. Look at the kids, the pets, our wildlife, and certainly the bees is at the top of the list. We don't have bees, we don't have production. It all starts with soil and fertilizer. We got good organic soil amendments. You got great organic fertilizers. You're going to have happy plants. We like selling success here at Sunnyside, and everything that goes home when folks buy plants, we try to get them the proper fertilizer and the proper soil amendment, so when these things go in the ground, they've got a great start, and they can keep them going down the road with quality natural and organic products too. Okay. So appreciate you joining us today. Hopefully this give you get the juices flowing for a little going green session. You're more than welcome to always come down and ask us any questions you like, or email us, and certainly investigate your options, because there's a lot of good organic goodies out there, and we'll see you again soon.